So I guess this is my review of John Wick Chapter 4. Ang ganda. And I even dressed up for this. Although wag nyo lang ako patatuin kasi ayun, kita na yung shot ko. Roll intro. So John Wick Chapter 4 is the fourth John Wick movie, obviously. Same yung director, si Chad Stahelski pa din. And nandiyan pa rin si John Wick, si Winston, si Sharon, si Bowery King. Tapos may mga bagong bida, tapos may mga bagong kontrabida. Ayun. Now, this movie is set a couple of weeks after John Wick 3 Parabellum. In that movie, di ba, nakatakas si John Wick. Tapos in this movie, may member ng High Table na nagagalit kasi he's still alive. That member of the High Table, ang tawag sa kanya is the Marquis, and he's played by Bill Skarsgård from It Chapter 1 and 2. Yeah, Pennywise himself is coming for John Wick. And meron pa isa, si Kane, played by Donnie Yen. Yes, Ip Man himself is coming for John Wick. Now, simulan natin ang usapan with the action sequences, and sobrang legit nung mga action dito. Now, compared to the last movie, mas bet ko talaga yung action sequences dito. Yung sa John Wick 3 Parabellum, medyo nakakaumay talaga yung action. Especially nung nandun na sa part na ang daming salamin. Sure, stylistic sila, pero at the point na pagod ako when watching it for the first time. In John Wick Chapter 4, at least, may variety yung nagaganap. And ang dami talagang sequences na tumatak talaga sa akin. Sobra. Like at the top of my head, ang dami kong naalalang action sequences from this movie. Starting with yung sa Osaka Continental. Tapos meron yung sa Rotonda sa France, yung Arc de Triomphe. Tapos meron yung sa bahay, tapos yung shot nasa taas, yung top view yung nakikita mo, para siyang Among Us. Pero the best one would be yung sa 222 Steps. The best. And you have to give props to Keanu Reeves and his stunt team and the stunt coordinators and the director for 4 movies now worth of very good action sequences and choreography. And kung yun lang naman talaga hanap mo dito sa mga movies na to, in this movie, mabubusog ka. Like I mentioned kanina, we do see the Osaka Continental for the first time, and we meet characters that were only there for the inevitable fight scenes, pero yung world building, nandun pa din, so very good. Now, yung villains naman yung pag-usapan natin. Una, si The Marquis. Maraming antagonist dito sa movie na to, pero he is the one na mas laid back, na mas trip magbihis, mas behind the scenes, papalit-palit lang siya ng suit, tapos andun lang siya sa art gallery. And I thought Bill Skarsgård was fine as the Marquis. At this point, yung members ng High Table medyo plot device na. Diba? Anyone could come for John Wick kung may inevitable 5th movie or 6th movie. But I thought he was fine. He was very annoying as good villain should be. Now, si Donnie Yen as Kane mas complex kasi may history sila ni John Wick. Tapos may history sila nung may-ari ng Osaka Continental. Tapos may history sila ni Marquis, di ba? Kaya lang siya hinar ni Marquis kasi trineten yung daughter niya. Now in this movie, bulag na naman siya like in Star Wars Rogue One. Pero unlike in that movie, wala siyang force. So iba yung way ng pag-track niya ng kalaban kasi nga wala siyang makita, di ba? So sometimes he would attach sensors sa mga pader. Tapos pag tumunog, babarilin niya ang angas nun. Ay, meron pa palang isa, si Mr. Nobody. While I did not really need his character, I guess it's fine or at least interesting to see someone na hindi part nung world ni John Wick share in the chaos. I enjoyed seeing someone from the outside na hindi under the table. Medyo freelance kasi siya, so mercenary for hire. I do your job and then you pay me. Medyo ganun lang siya. Tapos kung saan natapos yung kwento niya tsaka nung aso niya, I found that very fulfilling kasi it's full circle eh. It's a throwback to the first movie and John Wick's love for dogs. Diba at the point ni rescue ni John Wick yung aso niya and then hindi na siya lumaban. Pero yung aso niya, yikes. If Batman was a dog, yun yung aso niya. Natawa ko dun sa scene na inihian niya yung ano. Yung score, yung theme, yung music, I did not find anything that's very different from the previous John Wick movies. Maganda pa rin naman, pero pag tumugtog talaga yung bar music, yung rave music, yung tung pag ganon, alam mong may mamamatay. Tapos kung ako yung tatanungin, I did like the ending, yung western na barilan. And napaka-fitting kung anong nangyari sa characters in this movie. Like si John Wick, he survived so many gunshots, stab wounds. He fell so many times at the hands of his enemies. Pero poetically, he died from one bullet from his friend. Si Winston, nabawi niya yung New York Continental, which was his life anyway, di ba? Pero I guess if there's a character na walang arc, si Bowery King yon. He was only there for a couple of scenes. He was there to give John Wick his suit and a gun, and that was it. He was there at the funeral. Tapos si Kane, who didn't really want to go after John Wick. Wala na yung threat sa kanila nung daughter niya. Pero he does show up in the post-credit scene. Yes, merong post-credit scene. Kung di mo napanood, my condolences. Pero it showed the daughter of the owner of the Osaka Continental coming after Kane because he killed her father. And I guess that's a setup for a spin-off. And if there are spin-offs, I am on board kasi ang galing nga nung nagawa nila in this quadrilogy of movies. Sa negatives, it's hard because you could say na masyadong maraming action sequences or yung action sequences masyadong mahaba. Pero that's been going on since John Wick 1. And they aren't really criticisms anymore, I guess, for some people. Kasi like I mentioned kanina, there are people who go see the movie solely for those action sequences and di mo naman sila masisisi kung ba't nila sinama yun eh. Pero I still hold to what I posted on Facebook. This is the best John Wick movie by far kasi it's a perfect merging of the story of John Wick 1 plus the action sequences and the world building of John Wick Chapter 2. So it's a solid recommendation for me. See it in the theaters. I think it's still playing. But the movie is 2 hours and 45 minutes. So wag ka muna magtutubig bago ka manood. Alright, ciao!